Of course, we lost a great lady this week, Maud Frickert, but also Margaret Thatcher. And her funeral was on Wednesday. I'm sure you watched with great interest. And I thought it was very interesting that she wanted no eulogy. I've heard people say they don't want a funeral. I've never heard someone who had a funeral who said they didn't want a eulogy, but she did not. But we saw in the paper that Michele Bachmann, you know Michele Bachmann, the pea-brained cat lady who represents Minnesota's 6th district. She went over there because she's a huge fan of Margaret Thatcher, and she had a eulogy that she wanted to deliver and couldn't, but we got a hold of it. Would you like to hear Michele Bachmann's? All right, this is her eulogy for Margaret Thatcher. Good afternoon. I want to thank everyone here in London for making me feel at home by speaking English. And I apologize for the absence of my husband, Marcus. He wanted to be here today, but he's taking in Big Ben. It's a great honor to be giving this eulogy here in the cradle of the original Tea Party, where in 1776 our two great nations fought side by side against the communists to end abortion. Today, our two countries are such great friends, it's hard to believe that in the early 60s there was a British invasion. She is just not that bright. Margaret Thatcher and I may never have met, we may never have shared stories or done each other's hair, and I may have never even heard of her until last week. But we had many important things in common: fearlessness, conservative principles, dementia. They call me Give 'em Hell Michelle, and they called her the Iron Lady, although honestly, I didn't even know Iron Man had a wife. So 3 cheers for Margaret Thatcher, and now if you'll excuse me, George Michael wants to show Marcus how to use a British bathroom. All right.